I'll tell the story. So there's another guy who does what I do. He's extremely well respected. He does extremely good work. I hate him. He's always been very nice to me when I've seen him professionally. I have an irrational hatred of him. And whenever his name comes up, it drives me nuts. Like people bring it, we hired him, and I was like, and because I hate him, I'm really competitive with him. And so I will go online and look at my book rankings, and I'll immediately check his. And mind you, I don't look at anybody else's, just his. And if I'm ahead, I've got this smug feeling. And if he's ahead, I get really pissed off, So anyway, we had the opportunity to speak at the same event. I don't mean me in the morning, him in the afternoon. We were interviewed together on the stage. And the interviewer thought it would be fun if we introduced each other. And so I went first. And then I looked at him and I said, you make me really insecure. All of your strengths are all of my weaknesses. And when your name comes up, it makes me really uncomfortable. And he looked at me and he said, funny, I feel the same about you. The reason I had such an irrational hatred of him had nothing to do with him. It had to do with me. He's my worthy rival. His strengths revealed to me my own weaknesses. And instead of confronting and taking a hard look at myself and evaluating those weaknesses and working on those weaknesses, it was much easier to take all of that negative energy and direct it towards him. In other words, to be competitive, to want to beat him.
We know each other. We have a lot of love and respect for each other's work. But here's something, you make me unbelievably insecure because all of your strengths are all of my weaknesses, right? Because you are so good at the quality of work that you do and the amount of research that you do and how detail-oriented you do and how, it sort of goes back to sort of the TED Talk that you gave, which you haven't seen. I strongly recommend you see his TED Talk that he gave a couple years ago, which was brilliant. And it's that sort of academic rigor that I struggle with every single day, and it's one of the reasons I admire you is because you can do things so well that I really struggle to do.
The insecurity is mutual because I had the great misfortune of when I started having undergrads apply to my class at Wharton, I asked them what was your favorite book or what was your favorite TED Talk as part of the application. And I had more students name Simon than pretty much everybody else combined. And then when I asked, okay, why do you want to take this class? It wasn't, oh, I want to learn from your work or your view of the world. It was, we really want to learn more about Simon Sinek's ideas. And we feel like your research is related to his work, and so maybe osmosis will happen. But as a researcher, I always marvel at, I'll spend years working on an idea and way too much time honing a presentation. And Simon will just stand up on stage off the cuff and give this incredibly brilliant and charismatic talk. And I'm like, I hope I can learn to do that one day. And I'd also like to grow my hair back.
It was a very cathartic experience. We've since become very close friends, have worked together. I no longer check his book rankings. And because we share the same cause, we can actually work together. And so what I recognized was so often in business, we have these competitors, sometimes on our own teams, that we want to beat them. We've all had the experience where one of our colleagues got a promotion and we got upset, we got angry. We got angry at somebody else's success. Think about that for a second. Why couldn't we share in the joy, right? What is it about them that's being revealed in us? That's the problem, right? And so having worthy rivals, instead of competitors are other players we set out to beat. But the problem with that is there's no finish line. And so if we're obsessed with beating the other company, then at some point, sure, you're ahead in whatever metric you chose. Until when, right? At what expense, at what cost? That's not sustainable. But rather, the other players inside our industry, outside our industry, on our own teams, we can choose our own worthy rivals. Their strengths reveal to us our weaknesses, and by having our weaknesses revealed to us, it means we have the opportunity to grow and improve. And the infinite game, at its core, is basically a game of constant improvement. And so our worthy rivals reveal to us our weaknesses and our opportunities to improve.
Hello, folks. I just wanted to share my thoughts on this chapter of the book. The Infinite Game, Worthy Rivals. Simon Sinek emphasizes the immense benefits of having worthy rivals. Imagine two runners on a track. If one decides to cheat to win, even if he crosses the finish line first, he hasn't become any faster or better as a runner. But if he embraces his rival for a lifelong race, not just a single race, he can continuously learn and improve bit by bit every day. For business people who focus solely on defeating their rivals, it's time to end the finite mindset of winning and losing. Instead, shake hands with your competitors and learn from them. All I'm saying is, we should seek out our worthy rivals because they show us our weaknesses. Oh man, memories of my rivals. I wish I had learned more from them. Anyways, I hope you have gotten away something out of this video. I hope it wasn't the shaking hands part. Thanks for watching. There will be another part of this video, which I go even deeper on this idea. So if you are interested, then make sure to subscribe.